Hello, fellow humans. Welcome back. Today I have a happy update. My uncle was doing spring cleaning and, well, he was gonna throw some stuff away and he asked me if I wanted to keep some of that stuff. And, well, here we are. Now, it's not that much, but it is actually helping a lot. Uh, like this table here. It sustained some of water damage, but that's not that bad. It's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. But uh, basically, it's a new setup that I'm really fond of. I even put a little bit of aluminum foil in a frisbee and set it up for distribution of light, so it doesn't do the little hole that it keeps making in every video of shadows. The mic, now I put it right here, as you can see, and this is, well, what is called is a sound trap. What it does is, inside here I just prepared it with enough diffusing material for sounds and things like that. And let's say this is the bass, and it says the hardest one. This is the mid, which is between soft. This is for the high, which is a soft material. It can easily, and some, for the last sounds and things like that to distribute from the mic. And the part that I'm more excited about, I got a computer. Finally. And, well, it had Vista before, but I figure since this computer was dying out, I might want to change system, and I went, since this is not that bad, it's a Pentium dual core, and, well, with a basic OS like Linux, which is the one that I'm using, is Mint. I figured Cinnamon Mint was gonna be perfect for this computer, and, well, I prepared Blender as well in it, and yeah, that's basically it. We have a computer now, and we are ready to rumble. So let's get in there, and I can show you what I'm working on. Okay, hiding my excitement for the new laptop and the new setup, so I can actually record my drawings. Right now what I'm gonna do is here in Blender I'm gonna set up mesh that is gonna be a template for anybody that I'm gonna be working on with the style that I usually use for my animation, meaning my art style. So I just gotta do a disclaimer here. Yeah, most of the time I fat finger my work, so you might see me going back and forward on doing some of the stuff because, yeah, I'm clumsy like that. What I'm gonna start doing is that I'm gonna start scaling things right to the right place and making sure that it's within the size of the character or anything you're working. At least the proportions are right to whatever other character you're gonna do that is a regular shape. Most of that work is gonna be easy. You just gotta picture the body's shape and form. Now, two considerations are that most of this shape and anything that you're gonna be working with, it's best to get a reference through anatomy and knowing where usually the muscles go, because further in the video I will explain. Second point to this is you might want to apply most of your practice that you have done in your poses and how the body works as well. That is a combination with what it would be human anatomy. Now, what I'm gonna do next, after I prepare the shape of what is gonna be basically the body, I'm gonna start making sure that I'm creating the muscles in the areas where the skin would stretch usually in a manner, meaning the shape of the skin in those areas, if it's a triangle or if it's a regular square or a trapezoid, whatever the shape it is in those areas, you can actually make sure that that's where it will go. So depending where you're working, right now what I'm working here is that the muscles in the upper torso are correctly set up to move in a way that, well, an actual torso would work in that area. How the pecs would actually expand or move around, how the back, the upper back, the shoulders, and things like that would actually stretch. Considering all that stuff together, you can actually make and distort all of those things. Once you rig the mesh, it starts actually looking like the body is moving. Same is gonna go for the neck. Mostly the neck stretches in a way that is flexible but a little bit harder in the corners, since it's connected to the muscles of the shoulders and connected to the muscles in the head itself. It has an area where it's restricted but in the same time flexible enough. Now, the smoothing tool is going to be something really good for this, since you don't want to spend too much time within the fact that you gotta curve and turn some of the faces so much that to just get that round effect. Instead, just use the smoothing tool and it will make that for you automatically. Now, don't overuse it, because sometimes it actually takes away most of the effects. I actually had a problem with that, but I had to do it either way because it needed to be smoother. So what you basically do is that you take and smooth the area, and then you re-establish whatever effect you're trying to make afterwards. Like, for example, the Adam's apple, you need a little bit of a push to actually make it look like it is the Adam's apple. Now the neck has some areas where it actually starts having quite sharp corners. One of those next to the shoulder is the two bones that connect to the shoulder. Those would be the collarbones, and the connection between the neck and the collarbone, which you gotta have to push a little bit inside so it does look like there's a collarbone there. There's a bone that is actually being covered by the skin and muscles around it. With the back, it's gonna be all about the shoulder blades. There's a muscle in that area which connects to the neck. It makes it look like more of a fan effect, and most of that is tense up, and mostly at the time when you're looking back or looking to the side or you're looking down. Those are the muscles that mostly are tense at the moment, so you're gonna see them more pronounced. So take that into consideration when you're connecting all those faces between there, because once you use the neck or anything like that where you're gonna move the neck, head turn, or whatever is the situation in which the neck is gonna move, those muscles should be quite accurate to actually make it look like the person is actually turning the neck instead of like a tube just moving. Then again, if you're more of an animator that doesn't look for too much reality, yeah, it doesn't matter that much, but there is a point where you gotta know that those things are there, so you can actually play along and have those reference. So with that, that's the best that I can show you right now. Now, I got a little bit of a sneak peek to what I'm gonna be doing with this this structure and all these faces. I'm using the smoothing tool to fix it, fix most of my work, but one of the tools that mostly I'm a fan of here in Blender, that it came out a long time ago but it wasn't that good, now it's becoming a really good tool, is the Freestyle tool, which gives you an outline to all your work through the faces and areas where the faces are sharper. The second tool is Subdivision, which is a really smoothing tool that helps you turn it a little bit more clear turns, and it makes more faces for you. It analyzes the faces that you have and the curves that you did. It makes a really nice touch, smooth surface. Now, it is not perfect because I still not finished, but as you can see, it's quite nice. There we go. That's all I got for today. Hope you enjoy. Like this video. Share it with your friends. Subscribe. All the nice things that you can do to help me out. You can go down in the description and find more about me. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.